Okay, hi everyone. So we'll start in next 2-3 minutes. And the topic for today is the troubleshooting. Okay, so we have the topic. So these are the topics we have already covered, right? And just hold on. And we are going to cover today. So we are going to cover troubleshooting class, okay? Okay, so the topic is the troubleshooting methods. So this is the topic for today. Okay, so all these notes, guys, you can take printout also. After this batch, I'll give the PDF of all my written notes. Okay. So troubleshooting methods. So we are YouTube, we are on live also. I hope many people can see my voice on YouTube. Hi everyone. Okay, okay, chalo. So troubleshooting methods. So just to confirm from all the students, those who are live with me on Zoom, my voice is audible. Please mention in the chat. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, so what is troubleshooting basically, guys? A troubleshooting is a method or a guiding principle that determines how you move through the phases of troubleshooting. Okay, so what is troubleshooting? So, troubleshooting is a method like how we will fix any problem if anything happens in my company network. Okay, a troubleshooting method is a guiding principle that determines how you move through the phases, like which will be my first step, what will be my second step. And if you check troubleshooting, so this is always whenever you are a L1 engineer, L2 or L3, so you need to focus on these things. Okay, first you need to understand the problem. What is the problem? Suppose a user calling you from US, suppose you are working in India in HCL, maybe in Wipro, maybe in TCS. So if you are working as a TAC engineer, if you are working as a network engineer, so if user calls you or raise a ticket that my internet is not working. So what we have to do, we need to gather information. So first we need to understand the problem. Like a user is not able to get the internet connection. So then we will gather information from user. So we will ask some kind of gather information questions like what is the issue going on. Okay. And like let me tell you those things also. I hope I have covered these things earlier. Just give me 1 minute. Mm, in trouble. Okay, just 1 minute. Yeah. Okay, so the troubleshooting approach is like you will ask user to gather the information. Like you will ask her, you can try to check if your computer is getting the IP address. Okay, you should also ask about the location of the issue. You will ask building, what is the floor. So means in the first step, what we will do, we'll try to capture all the information. Okay, the first thing what I told you, like we will define, let me add here. So we will try to gather much information as what we want. Okay, the first step is gather information, and then we will check, we will just use our brain and check, okay, what is the, how to resolve this issue. Suppose a user having a issue like internet is not working. So first what we will do, we will check, okay, so this person is John, his location is London, building number is maybe ABC, floor is second floor, IP address. If user is not technical, then you have to give them instruction. Please go to your settings. Okay, if you are using Windows or MacBook, whatever, so you need to understand the basic of Windows, Mac, and Linux, how to check the IP address on all Windows, Linux, and MacBook. So, like in MacBook, you go to the system preferences. Okay, you go to the network, and from there, you user can see the IP address here 1.3. Okay, because you cannot ask a user to go to the terminal and write IP if config command here. It will be very difficult for them to do these stuff. These are little technical. Suppose a user who is complaining the issue is a manager in sales. Okay, or maybe manager in some another department. He is not a technical geek. Okay, he's not a tech person. So you need to give them simple instructions, or go to launchpad, the second icon in your MacBook, then go to the system preferences, then go to the network, and then in the network, you can see the third row, second option, then you see the IP address 1.3. So this is like first we gather information. Yeah. So we are live, so but still I have still started recording. So the issue is with the, so now the second question, when you analyze, okay, this user is in building number ABC, he is from London, he is from India, Bangalore, whatever location, then you ask them what steps, what happens, what is the problem, are you able to access google.com, anything. So if we say does it nothing is working, then what you will do, you will ask. So this is very important question, guys. From this question, you will understand the issue is a user issue or the building issue, or maybe the floor issue, or maybe a cabin issue. Okay. Because most of the time when you are a network engineer, you will be going to help the candidates, help the employees of other locations. 80% of IT infrastructure engineers or network engineers, they are going to help remotely. 10 to 20% you are on the same location. Okay. Or maybe, means I'm talking about the guys who are working with big companies, HCL, TCS, because these are service based company. So if you are a network engineer in the same building and you are catering all these local guys, then you need to check that. So ठीक है, तो मैं ये कहने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि इंजीनियर जो हैं वो ज्यादातर बाहर का, यूएस, यूके, इंडिया में जितने भी प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं वो बाहर के हैं, तो ज्यादातर आप काम बाहर के लिए करते हो. ओके, सो दिस इशू इज विद यू. सो आपको क्या क्वेश्चन पूछना है, दिस इशू इज विद यू ओनली और द अदर टीम मेंबर्स आल्सो फेसिंग द सेम इशू. सो इफ ही इज सेइंग नो अदर्स आर नॉट having an issue, it means this is the user issue only. This is the user issue. If we say, yeah, 3-4 guys are also saying their internet is not also working in London building number ABC, if they are also saying 3-4 more guys are saying, so it means this is a issue from maybe a network point of view. Network connection is not working, maybe internet work is not working on building. So it could be a big like a bigger issue. Okay, so try to change. So right now, suppose IP address is coming, but you can ask them. This is not every time you should ask, try to change your computer and all, but it depends on scenario to scenario. So you can also ask, have you faced this issue earlier? This is very important question. Why? Because अगर ये नहीं पता आपको, हो सकता है ये इशू उसको 10 बार पहले भी आया. Maybe the same issue he already got 10 times, but you are not asking, so he will not tell you, because every customer suppose think that the support team already know this thing. Suppose your network is not working. Last time what they did, maybe they go to the system preferences, and in the network, maybe the Gmail is blocked in company, and Gmail, Google has a DNS entry 8.8.8.8. So normally every DNS server in companies we also use is 8.8.8.8. Suppose Google is blocked in your company, so this DNS will not work and people cannot access internet. So you need to make sure you are able to ping the 8888 or not. Okay, so I'm just giving an idea. So this class is regarding the strategy, how to troubleshoot. This is not I'm actually creating issue and doing troubleshooting. This is what we already do in the classes. Okay, so check the neighbor computer address. So once the problem is identified, okay, then we will check what is the cause of this. Maybe the DNS issue, just I checked. So that's called eliminate potential causes. So in simple words, first you gather information. Okay, whatever information you can gather, the more information you have, the more it will be easy for you to troubleshoot. तो जितना ज्यादा आपको पता होगा उतना जल्दी आप प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करोगे. And try always to talk to customer. Try to always check what is the issue. Okay, you got this issue earlier or not. Maybe they will also give a clue so that it will be very easy for you to troubleshoot. Okay. After that, establish a theory. Okay, then just try to think what is going on and just you can use your brain. And if you are a new joinee in company, you can ask your colleagues. Do not shy. Okay, do not shy by asking them. Suppose it's a new guy, like I am the new joinee in any company, maybe HCL. So there is a guy who is sitting next to me, Vikas. So I can always request him, and please make sure when you are a new guy, when you are a fresher, do not actually work in an ego. Always try to take help from everyone, and it's always better to learn from someone. Do not be like that. I am a CCNP guy. I will not ask this. He's a CCNA guy. No. So he might have more industry knowledge than you. Okay. How the class is going? Just wanted to take feedback. Do you feel like it's going better? Okay, so this is not part of CCNA. This is a customized program which we deliver in CCNA. Okay, so we add a lot of things which will actually help you in industry. Okay, Kevin, please check if you are there or not. Okay, so then we check the test, the theory to determine causes. Like suppose a cable is not working in a department. Okay, so you can also check. Suppose, let me tell you, there is a software in CCNA which you can use for basic troubleshooting. Okay, let me show you. So yesterday, which lab we did, guys, in CCNA? Yes. Interview.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Interview.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think I forgot to save. This is my old bad habit. No worries. Okay, so let's check. This is a topology we have. Okay, so remember, this is the lab we did. Which lab is this? This was this is a branch head. This was a headquarter, and this is the ISP geo. Right. So this was a default route lab. Suppose this user 2.2 is saying my connection is not working. Okay, or maybe So yeah, okay, so FA01. So he's saying, so let me just create a issue. FA01 is a shutdown, port is shutdown, but user is saying his internet is not working. How you will troubleshoot? So first, what was the step?
You just put the
First, somebody called you, you will check, okay, this is building number A, floor, address. So issue we got in headquarters. This is a head office. Yes or no?
yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is a head office. Suppose this user is sitting on the ground floor. So you will ask, okay, ground floor. Why we need to know the location? Because we map network devices in company with the floor names. Are you getting now?
Yes, sir.
तो हम कंपनी में जो डिवाइसेस लगाते हैं, so we upload, we change the host names according to the building floors and all. There is a nomenclature. कुछ एक तरीका होता है जिससे नेटवर्क इंजीनियर आइडेंटिफाई कर पाते हैं. We are able to understand, okay, this is a ground floor. So when you ask the location of user, okay, so what is your location? He will say, I'm in head office. Okay, I am sitting on ground floor. Then you will automatically understand we have on ground floor, how many switches we have?
One.
One.
Yes. So automatically you will understand, okay, this is the ground floor switch. Okay. So either if you cannot, so right now you can go to switch and normally you can see, okay, can you check if you are getting IP address? The user will say, no, I'm not getting IP, because most of the companies we have DHCP IP. Prashant, Ankita, actually you are asking some different questions and the class is going for different topics. So you can put down in the comment and we will reply you back. Okay. So, so right now this computer, okay, so if we are not able to check the port, okay, if we are not able to trace, because the device is not getting right. So we need to ask the user if you are getting this, like if this is a Windows laptop or a MacBook book. Okay, so we will ask, can you see this green light? Can you see this MacBook? It is giving a green light here, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, in Windows also you see blue icons in network adapters, right?
Yes.
When you go to network connection in the Wi-Fi or in the cable, what you see? There is a blue icons.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. तो मैं कैसे समझाऊं, रुको. So Windows network connections. ये मुझे कोई image मिल गई. Yeah, I got the image, guy. So now you tell me from this image. Okay, so tell me which Wi-Fi is working, Ethernet is working.
No.
Wi-Fi is working.
Yeah, so in Windows we understand with this way. Okay,
Yeah.
and in MacBooks we understand if there is a red light, it's not working. Okay, and when it's a green light, it is working. Can you see that Wi-Fi is working?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and these yellow icons are for VPNs in MacBook. Okay, yellow icons for VPNs, red icons when you do not want to, like if the network adapter is not working, and the green light means the network adapter is working. Clear?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say, this user network adapter is showing disable, because when you power off, if you use a cable without the the other side is not connected, so automatically you understand and you will call, because this location we are not in head office, maybe we are sitting in any branch, so you will call a network guy in headquarters. If anyone from network team is not sitting there, what you will do, you will ask normal IT guy, right? The normal IT engineer, desktop support engineer, or the technician, you will call them and check, can you go to ground floor and check the cable number? Okay, there is a cable, suppose this is a ground floor cabin number or area number 1. So can you check all the ports? So he will go to the server room, okay, and check which switch is ground floor switch. This switch? Yeah, this is the ground floor switch.
Yes.
Okay, then it will say, sir, there is no light on that port. Can you see the second light cable? You can see, right? So you will see there is no light. You can check, and then you can also check in simply, okay, which cable is this? So the local guy will tell you this port is going to FH01, and then you check show IP interface brief, and FH01 is
Down.
so you will do config T interface FH01 no shutdown.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
What is the step you will gather information? Now you understand why the information gather information is a very important topic in the troubleshooting.
Yes, sir.
Because maybe if you have 200 employees or maybe 1000 employees or maybe you have 20-30 locations of your company, how you will understand the user is from which area? Then you will ask the floor, building, everything. Then you are able to do the troubleshooting.
Yes.
Clear? Got an idea? Basic idea?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, but how we will configure from
What?
no shutdown? From where will we configure?
So we will go to see all these devices. We will configure telnet. I'll cover telnet and DHCP. So like this device. Okay. So I'll just configure for right now. Like let's. I'm just showing you because I will. We have not covered the telnet right now, right?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है तो इसको करेंगे
Still
cover.
pending.
हाँ. No. I'll cover that. Don't worry. Okay. So I'm assigning a IP to the switch. Okay. And then after that, whenever you configure switch, okay, 2.2 IP is already there. I can assign 2.5 to switch. Okay. Interface. Okay, this is not SVI. Remember we had done SVI topic yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So ये layer 2 switch है. This is a layer 2. It's not a SVI. This is called management VLAN, management interface. So I assigned IP 2.5 on the VLAN 1, and there is a configuration which I will show you. This is a configuration of telnet. Okay. So we will cover this. Okay. Don't worry. So I'm just showing you. So whenever you do the telnet on route switches, you need to assign the default gateways. So now, if you are asking how you will configure ground floor, so suppose you are sitting here 1.2, you will go to the desktop, okay, and you will say telnet, and you will all have the IPs of the devices, right? So telnet, what will be the IP of ground floor device? 2.5. This list you will have. So even if you do not have this list, in my office, we have a local DNS servers also. In my office, what we will have? The local DNS servers. So local DNS servers will help you to use the host names. Like this is 1.4, and I'll configure this server. Okay, so 1.1 and DNS is 1.4 only. So this is a DNS. Suppose this is a local DNS server, and I will say whenever. So what is the device name? Ground floor switch 1. Okay. So you can see HQ ground floor switch 1. This is the full name of this device, right?
Yes.
Can you see that?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
तो मेरे switch का नाम क्या है? Headquarters HQGFSW1. Okay? Clear?
Yes, sir.
ऐसे ही मिलेंगे
Yes, sir.
कंपनीज में आपको devices के नाम. ठीक है? So this DNS, local DNS will be configured, and what will be the IP 2.5, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
this will be my DNS in my local system, and inside my devices, I will give the local DNS IP 192.168.1.4. So now you do not have to do telnet to the IP because we cannot remember the telnet IP, but I know the device name. What is the device name? HQ ground floor switch 1. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Got the access?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I just entered telnet and the ground floor device name. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Got it? So this is what we configure in the real production networks. That's called local DNS server, so that you can map all the devices. if you want to telnet this device HQ, you just need to add an entry in this device by saying HQ. Okay, this is HQ RTR router. RTR is just a short form of router. Okay, what is the IP of router? Suppose 3.1. Okay, it has a lot of IPs, but I am okay. So now if I want to ping this device, I can check ping. Okay, HQ RTR, right? I am getting a ping response.
Yes, sir.
So it means router is working, right? Got it now? How you will configure? So this telnet and all, we will configure. This is a separate class. But what I covered here, like one student asked how we will go to this HQ device to configure this device. So we will do this configuration, which is called telnet or SSH. This is what we will cover maybe next class. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go back to the topic. So when you have that information, then of course you will have a plan of action, what you need to check, what the problem is. So just in simple words, if you want a very simple troubleshooting ideas, first gather information, try to think what problem we can solve. Okay, try to determine the theory of the cause. Okay, and then when you have plan of action, okay, try to check if all the things are okay. Okay, and make sure guys, whenever you do anything in companies, you need to take permissions. Okay, you need to take the preventive measures also, because this is a user problem. It's not a big problem. But suppose your internet is slow, you cannot go directly as a network engineer to your company router and reload it. Okay, so because in CCNA labs you might do reload and all stuff in these labs, because this is a lab environment. You can go and you can reload the device. It will not take it will not hamper this, because this is the lab. But in real network, we cannot do these type of things until unless we do not have the permissions, right? And whenever you do any configuration, suppose you are pointing a default route. Suppose you know the default route configuration. So this is what you have to add. ISP, you got an internet connection and you are going to have a default route in this router. You cannot directly implement these changes. Okay, in companies, what we do guys, हम company में क्या करते हैं? So first, there is a incident management tools. Which tools?
Incident management tool.
Yeah. So incident management tools are very popular. Like there are a lot of tools here. Okay, you can see this tool from Zira service also, which is used by. There are a lot of tools. Okay, suppose sorry. Suppose हमें कोई tool मिल गया. So let's check any tool. Yeah. So can you see this type of tool? Can you able to see this? थोड़ा बहुत दिख रहा है क्या? नहीं, just hold on. हाँ, ये ठीक लग रहा है मुझे. Okay. So can you see this picture now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is a very old design of tool kind of, but just understand all tools like this, very boring to fill. Okay, so you will say that I want to add a default route. Then you put your number, everything, and that I am working in head office. I'm working as a network engineer. You will be getting training when you will join any company like HCL, Wipro, or any kind of company which are into service industry. Okay, so ये चीजें आपको सिखाई जाएंगी वहां. Okay, so you will fill a form, then you give next. So all the head offices, all the big IT departments will approve your incident management activity. So what we are doing, we are going to add a command here, which is a default route, which will forward all my traffic to Geo. This is only one command. Can you see that?
Yes.
But still, it's a very long process. Okay, so what is called? This is called incident management. This is also called change request. CR. क्या बोलते हैं इसको?
CR.
Okay, in companies, this term is called change request or CR. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, तो कुछ स्टेप होते हैं, जैसे फर्स्ट यू विल कॉन्फ़िगर You will not configure. What you will do, you will configure in Notepad. You will send this configuration. You will copy paste that I want to do these changes on head office, and you will add all these changes into this ticket that I want to do these changes. Then your senior manager will approve. Then the manager will approve, and maybe then we are going to forward that information. Okay.
Yes. So, sir, basically, what we are learning in CCNA, so in the real world, it's totally different. Means,
Obviously, see, in CCNA, you know how to configure.
yes, sir.
You know how to forward my traffic to ISP. But when you open this incident, okay, so you are learning also, so that because when you see this command under show running config, how to check your current configuration, show running config, right? So when you see, okay, so suppose you join a company today. So when you see, because you have the access of router, and when you see, okay, these are the commands. So by looking at this configuration, you understand I am forwarding all my traffic to 201.1.1. And this IP is actually Geo IP, right? ISP IP.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So I'm actually helping you all, so that when you join any company, it will be very easy for you to cope up. आपको बहुत ज्यादा टेंशन नहीं रहेगा. I'm sure many of engineers are here and they are all working on these things. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. We are working on CACT.
See? And how many of you have like worked on ServiceNow, ticket systems?
Yes,
Everyone.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are working.
So
Working,
even the
right?
incident management, we also getting like addition of access point and switch
Yes.
also, no?
Mhm.
And change management also we are adding devices.
Good, good. So the class, now you are able to relate what is important, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in CCNA, we learn the network concept so that whenever you join any company, it will be very easy for you to understand the company network. Right? Are you getting? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's come back. And once you do all this stuff like define problem and gather information, there are a lot of steps, but in simple way, like we will gather information, we will check what is the information, we will check what could be the issues and how we will fix that problem. And we need to make sure we will document everything. Document means we will be using some ticket tools. We will be using some incident management tools, which you will get some extra training from your company. And then you will, whenever you want to do any changes, whenever you want to do any change, so change is required, and this is called CR, change request. Okay?
Yes.
समझ आ गया सभी को?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हिंदी में पूछना है पूछ सकते हो, किसी को नहीं आया तो. All good?
Yes, okay, sir. All good, sir.
ठीक है.
I'm little bit worried about the configuration, sir, because I haven't done any configuration, like I haven't installed the Cisco packet tracker
Why?
yet. Because I joined the class last week.
Okay, Tanul, no worries. You can take help and join the Discord server of networkings also.
I've already joined in. I was going through the past videos that you have already uploaded, and I was trying to understand.
No worries.
that.
If you are not able to cope up by next week, we can move you into other batch also. Okay?
Oh, okay, sure, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't worry. Just keep. We have not done very complex topics. It's very easy, and do not worry.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I'm able to understand just the issue with the configuration, but yeah,
वो
it
प्रैक्टिस ही
only
आएगा.
thing-
जितना प्रैक्टिस करोगे ना उतना ही आएगा.
ओके सर, लाइक वही मेरे 2 टॉपिक अभी बचे हैं, तो उनको करने के बाद ही सर मैं कॉन्फ़िगरेशन का देख पाऊंगी.
ठीक है. पूछ लेना डिस्कॉर्ड में. गाइस, हेल्प हर. ओके?
थैंक यू सर.
Okay. So now when we troubleshoot, there are different structures to solve the problem. और ये 3 तरीके होते हैं इंडस्ट्री में troubleshoot करने के. So there are 3 methods which are being used by all network engineer. Okay, every engineer has a different style. Okay. So, so one is called top down. Suppose a user complain. Okay. So this is a server. Okay. Maybe this is my application. This is my company application server. Right now, I can access this server from web browser. Let's try 192.168.1.4. So now you can see the application is working, right? Yes, guys. So this is
Yes,
a by
sir.
default page in Cisco Packet Tracer. You can change also. You can go to services, go to HTTP. You can see index file, right? You can write whatever you want. So you can write here mobile app. Okay, and the app name is TikTok. Your favorite, है ना? ये विष्णु का बहुत favorite है TikTok. Okay, so now you can see the mobile app is working, right? So right now when I'm saying, so there are the three ways to troubleshoot any problem. First is called top down, second is called bottom up, and third is called divide and conquer. Okay, so now user complains. Okay, so user complains. Suppose let me do something. I'll create a issue. Now you need to judge what is the problem. Okay, so हाँ मैंने issue कर दिया create. So when this user from head office 2.2, so when he is trying to access the server 192.168.1.4, you can see I'm not able to access the ping. Even I cannot use the web page of this application. So now the user complains that my application is not working. So what I'm doing right now, I'm checking the server directly in the web browser and it's not working. Yes?
Yes, sir.
मैं सबसे पहले क्या कर रहा हूं, मैं वेब ब्राउजर में चेक कर रहा हूं ना.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this web browser comes into which layer?
Application layer.
So I'm checking application. Okay, then maybe I'll go to, now all these are like basically in TCP IP, all first three layers are application only.
Yes, sir.
Obviously we can transport layer. What is transport layer? Where we check the port numbers, remember?
Yes, sir. UDP.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
And
then we can check on website on these router. So I'll cover that topic, but that topic is access list. Okay, this is a security, like you can block any port number. And a web server or any web service works on which port number? 480 and 443. Yes?
Yes.
HTTPS works on which port number? 443.
438.
And normal HTTP works on which port number? 80.
480.
Okay, so now just understand, if I'm using top-down approach, application मैंने test किया पहले. Okay, the application. So application is a web browser. A web browser, I'm not able to solve the problem from web browser. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the TCP IP, all three layers are called application. Now the second layer is transport.
Transport.
So what we can check here, any port number is blocked, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, port number I'll cover ACL topic, then you will understand how to block a port. But you will check the port number with any security rule is there which is blocking my server, no. And when it is there, then you check the network layer. What is network? IP address. So what you can do here, you will go to the command prompt and you can use a ping command. It's not working. So after ping, what command you can use? Trace route 192.168.1.4. So now you can see my traffic is going to 2.1. Yes. Who is 2.1? My head office.
Gateway.
So after that 2.1, what is happening?
It's dropping.
Yeah, requested timeout. Okay, so it is also not giving me any output. Okay, so you can see. So what we can do next? So because my server is in different network, I can check the gateway, like if the router is working in branch or not. So you can ping your branch by 1.1. So are you able to get the ping from your gateway with the application gateway? Let's see.
2.1.
2.1 है ना उधर?
Yes.
So are we getting?
No.
So why we are not able
1.1 is
to
down.
get the ping from the gateway? So what I am doing now? ये देखो इधर है ना 1.1 है. So let me check again. I should get the ping from 1.1. Okay, if I'm not able to ping, so maybe I need to check the routing. Okay, so right now what we are doing, troubleshooting. Like I'm checking from my router that I can ping 2.2 or can I ping other side devices. So basically this is called network layer when you are doing testing and checking all the path that why I'm not able to ping this 1.1. Can I ping 3.2? Let's check. Okay, so these steps. So whatever step I am doing right now, so this is called a network layer. So first I check web browser, then I check port number, then I check network layer. And even if the network layer is not work, maybe I'll check some data link protocols like ARP. Remember what is ARP? क्या होता है ARP?
MAC address.
Address resolution protocol.
MAC.
From which we get the MAC address through IP address.
Yes. So this 1.4, okay, so when you try to ping your 192.168.1.1, so right now my gateway is reachable, right? Can you see that from server if you try to ping your 1.4, you are able to make a ping, right? So it means your IP address is working, and if you check a ARP on the router, आपके router पे भी ARP होता है, you have ARP on the router. Can you see that server MAC address is reachable?
Yes.
So it means IP address, layer 2, all these things, and then you can check the physical. So this is actually we never go to till physical and data link layer. So suppose user is saying my port is down. So which troubleshooting you will use? Top down? No. Which troubleshooting will be helpful in this case?
Transport.
Bottom up. Down to top, okay? अगर मेरा पोर्ट ही नहीं चल रहा, if user is saying my cable is showing down, so which troubleshooting method you will use? Bottom up.
Bottom top.
Okay, so you will check that directly. You will go, or maybe you will ask an engineer, can you please check the port? That's called physical layer. Okay, then you check all these steps one by one. And the most important, which is used by all engineers nowadays, is called divide and conquer. So divide and conquer means it depends. Suppose a user is complaining that my port is not working, you directly troubleshoot from the physical level. But if a user complains that my port number is not working or my website or application is not working, you directly check the port number from transport layer. Can you see that? दो arrow दिख रहे हैं आपको? Can you see two arrows?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So why these two arrows? It depends on the situation. Like if the any service is down, port is down, internet not working, and there is nothing, interface is up and all, then you can use this. You can start troubleshooting from the network to up. And if you have any physical connectivity down, you can check the physical and data link layer. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
So like the TCP connection port number, you are not getting. I told you what is the example of top down. Like in top down, I'll create some notes here so that it will help you in future. So the TCP connection to port 80 might not uncover such a problem. Or you can say the TCP connection for HTTP is not working. Okay, application not working. In this case, we can use top down. In the bottom up, like if your port is down, bottom up, if interface is down, we will use this technique. Okay, and divide and conquer is actually using these both technologies, using both the things, divide and conquer. So using both top down and bottom up according to the situation or ticket, right? Yes, clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So like it's like you do the troubleshooting from the middle layer. Okay, middle layer means between the layer. So you can do a lot of stuff like ping is not working, Then you check the port number. If ports are working, then you can check further level. So this is what we call. Okay. So there are two major things of troubleshooting, like mostly what we have seen in the industry. So these are called two techniques. So some guys actually follow the path properly. Okay, what is called follow the path? Suppose a user complain internet is not working. So you will ping your gateway first. Then you will ping the interface. Suppose that this user is not able to access the internet. So directly, what you will do? First, you will not, suppose Google is not working. So what you can do here, you can ping your gateway first. What is my gateway? 2.1. So tell me my gateway is reachable?
Yes, sir.
Then I will
sir.
check.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So then the second step, I can ping my WAN connection. What is my WAN IP?
200.1.1.2.
Yes. 200.1.1.2. So what is this? What is I'm doing? तो पहला step मैंने क्या लिया? I'm pinging to my gateway. Then second thing I'm pinging to my WAN connection. Second step. Now third thing is, then I will check the IP which is given, or maybe the Geo IP or the ISP IP.
ISP.
Okay, so this is just a basic troubleshooting if you are not able to access your any WAN application. Okay, normally we think that if Google is not working, oh yeah, my internet is not working. So maybe, so this is the case. Suppose Google is working, but maybe some other application is not working. Okay, maybe some your internal application is not working. So as I told you, we will check any troubleshooting things. When you do a lot of practicals, your troubleshooting skills will improve. So these are just the techniques. Whenever you get any trouble, the first step you can ping your gateway, then second step your WAN IP, then check the internet connection. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, clear.
So there is another technique. So follow the path method, like you will go step by step, determine the path, then you will check one by one, trace the path by trace route. All these things you will do in which method? Follow the path method. Clear? समझ आ गया सभी को? All
Yes,
good?
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
determine the path.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Determine the path that packet flow through the network from source to destination and track the packets along the path. Tracing the path will also help you, and it will also eliminate the devices. Suppose this user is not able to access Google, and if you do a trace route, your trace route is going till HQ. So it means if your trace route is working till HQ, it means I do not have to test my switch, I do not have to test my branch. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
समझ आया? अगर मेरा trace
Yes.
route कहां तक जा रहा है? Head office तक जा रहा है. So I do not have to test my local devices. And trace route is very good command because it will help you that I just hold on. Clear हो गया सभी को? Okay, so trace route
Yes.
will help you. Like if my this connection is not working, so where the trace route will go? Trace route will go till here, right? And then you will get the output. So let me do it right now. So HQ, so this is HQ. Let me shut down this port GI002. GI0002 shut down. So WAN connection is down now. So if I test my internet is not working, this is not the case, right? You cannot say my internet is not working and all. So you can trace, okay, you can trace RT 8.8.8, whatever, Google IP, whatever. So right now 1.1 is replying. You can see till 1.1 is traffic is going. Mic off, please. Lalit. और है ना मुझे इसमें इस लैब में ना, because this is just a test lab. I have not created this lab for troubleshooting, but I am just thinking this lab has some issues. Maybe you can see 3.1 नहीं ping हो रहा, दिख रहा है? My next stop is not reachable. Can you see that?
So actually, I'm also facing same issue when I was solving this app case.
Okay. So you can see G002. The port is a G000. So IPs are wrong here. Can you see? So I have to remove the IP from 02 first. Then I can assign to 𝐺𝐈000, IP address 192.168.3.1, and 𝐺I002 IP address is 200.1.1.2. ठीक है, तो ये इशू थोड़ा सा हमें पहले वो सर्वर में इसीलिए इशू आ रहा था. ठीक है, ठीक जा रहा है.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's check now trace route again. So now you can see traffic is going till 1.1. Okay, and after that it is not reachable. So till 1.1 your traffic is reachable. Okay, but if you check ping to 3.1, so you can see, so this is my first step, gateway is pinging from branch, my HQ is working, and then you can trace route from the router also by saying trace route 8.8.8.8. So you can see I'm getting a reply from which device? HQ device, but after that packet is not going. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
दिख रहा है ब्रांच राउटर पे मैंने क्या चेक किया? First I tested from my computer to router. Okay, in trace route what device we are getting? 1.1. Then I'll jump on to 1.1 device and then I trace route from here and I got to know 200.1.1 is replying, but there is no reply from maybe other device. So if I enable the this port, okay, 200.1.2 is working, and this ISP should also return my traffic because I created some sorry. Now you can see traffic is going, right? Because my interface was shut down, I have enabled it. So this is just, I'm giving an idea. When you do a lot of labs, try to think in this way that, okay, like I have told you to do the step-by-step procedure. This is the only thing required in industry. Do everything by step-by-step. Okay? ठीक है, समझ आ गया सभी को?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
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 Okay, so there is another problem which is actually used by technicians, okay, and try to, like, this is very rare case. This is called swap components. So this is used by TAC engineers, or maybe by, like, if you have a suppose a switch is not behaving well. Suppose this switch is actually getting reloaded again and again. तो बार बार ये switch reload हो रहा है. Suppose this switch is getting reloaded again and again. Okay, or maybe some, like the CPU of this switch is going high again and again. So it can be multiple issues, right? So CPU bhi high ho raha hai, memory issues, maybe a lot of issues. You just need to use another, suppose a separate spare switch is in there in your office. You can just copy paste all the configuration this device and try to test this device. So what is swap method? That you are move components physically and observe if the problem moves with the component or not. So this is also a normally, like we have seen in industry. So if my one device is not working properly and I already have that similar device as a backup or spare in my office, so I will copy paste the configuration, try to check it. And if that other device is also behaving same, it means there is a problem in your configuration. Clear? समझ आ रहा है? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
this
sir.
is and after that, what you can do here, after that you can also compare the outputs. So once you do the swap component, you can compare the configuration. You can check the commands on router and check on another router which you copied and try to test everything, like if similar output you are getting or not. So this is called comparison. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
So do you know this is when you do, even we did a lot of like, so the biggest problem of this method na, ye jo compare wala hai. So like you can help, you will get to know some problem, but it will not help you to find the root cause of the problem. समझे? You can take the help. Okay, there is a problem in device or in the configuration. This is just to check that problem is in the hardware or in the configuration. ये जो compare करते हैं ना, it will not actually help you to get the root cause of the problem.
Yes, sir.
Clear? So this is required, like when you have a deployment devices. Okay, suppose you want to create a new branch in Mumbai, but this router or maybe Delhi office and Mumbai office is similar. So you will copy the Delhi configuration in Mumbai and you will just change the IP address what is required and try to test. Okay, like you will actually copy the template. Suppose Delhi में भी मेरे वही 50 लोग बैठेंगे. Okay, in Delhi office we will have 50 guys. In Mumbai also we need to build the same design, same network, everything is same. Just the IP address or these things are different. So in that case also you can copy it and save it as a template. So whenever you open new branches with same configuration, you just do not have to deploy the configuration from zero level. आपने बस वो copy paste मारना है फिर, समझे?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, just we are swapping the IP address of.
I'm just giving example.
Yes, sir.
Suppose
Sir,
जैसे example हो this branch.
Yes,
Okay. So now you can see HQ, this LAN part of HQ and the LAN part of branch is almost similar. This is only 2.1, this is 1.1,
Yes, sir.
right? Suppose you put a lot of security, other things, so you can just save it as a template, like branch template. So now tell me, there is a quiz question for you all. ये इसका आंसर दो मुझे सारे. Give me the answer. Which troubleshooting method works from the physical layer in the OSI model?
The bottom up.
Bottom top.
Bottom up.
Clear?
Bottom up.
Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think what we are going to cover now, I'll cover in detail now for further troubleshooting tools. Okay, which topic now? Troubleshooting tools. So this is what we discussed. This is a method. Which method we have, right? So what we covered here, the topic name was troubleshooting.
Approach.
Troubleshooting method. Approach is similar, like this is a troubleshooting is the main topic. Troubleshooting methods we have seen. Now we will cover troubleshooting tools. Okay. Then we will cover today topics are troubleshooting common switch media issues. Okay. After that we will cover troubleshoot common switch port issues. Okay. Then last topic which we will be going to cover is a troubleshooting common problems with IPv4 addressing. So these are 4 things which we will cover. Okay. Okay, so that's all, guys. I'll connect with you in 5-10 minutes. Okay. And thank you guys who are on YouTube.